Power palms. All right, we're getting straight into this video. This is going to be product 101. I was going to do a live on it, but I couldn't figure out when I was going to have time at night to do that. So I figured I'd just pre-record it. And then if you guys ever have additional questions, this will always be posted. And then you can comment on, what questions you have, and I'll always get back to you. Okay, so we're going to kind of run through the face products, talk about what each product is, what it does, who it's good for, and then also kind of like what products you would recommend to certain people, what to stay away from, and all that stuff. Okay, this might be a little longer, but it's going to be totally worth it just to help you guys in knowing what to promote to people. Okay, all right, so product number 1, Purifying PreCleanse. So what's very interesting about this is a lot of people think this is an oil, but it is an oil-free formula. So technically it is safe for lash extensions, but I'm gonna be honest, I would not, if I had lash extensions on, I would not use this on my lash extensions. So you would more so just spray it into like a cotton pad and then put it on your face, okay? But this product is supposed to be put on your face when you have makeup on, okay? And you're supposed to spray it all over, let it sit for 10 seconds. I've found the longer you let it sit, the more it breaks down the makeup. And then you use your hands or a washcloth and you wipe your face off, okay? Then with that, you also, you then go in with like a wet face cloth or something and then wipe the excess away. So you see your makeup going off. But what this product does is it's supposed to help penetrate into your skin, break down your makeup, and just help be like almost like a pre-cleanse before you use your regular face cleanser, okay? So let me read this. So you spritz, we've already went over that. Okay, I'm trying to see. Okay, so oil-free formula dissolves impurities and stubborn makeup with ease while nourishing and hydrating the skin with beneficial vitamin E. Okay, so this has vitamin E in it, which we all know is just very nourishing and good for our skin. And then also with this product, so let's talk about like pros and cons. So this definitely can get off very hard, not hard, but like waterproof makeup. I've seen it get Sharpie off of people's faces. They've done like the thing where they draw on their face, spray this on, and it wipes Sharpie off. So if you have people ask, if you have people ask, this stuff is good for waterproof makeup, okay? Now, I will say, for my eyelashes, for me personally, I don't think it gets my eyelash makeup or my eyelash makeup, my mascara off very well. And that's just me being honest to you guys, but other people think it works great. So I think it just depends on the type of mascara you use. But this is the Purifying PreCleanse. Like I said, you use it before you take everything off. Now, do I recommend this product a ton? Not really, but why is it good? It's great because it's a lot less harsh than a face makeup wipe. Because when we use face up makeup wipes, you guys probably know, like when you use them, like your face mine does, it gets really dry after I use it. It feels really tight and red because it stripped my skin of its natural oils. And a lot of makeup wipes do that. So this is going to be nourishing and is not going to do that, which we all know that when we are stripping our skin of its oils, that's when it produces more and causes acne breakouts, causes us to have oily skin. So I highly recommend this it's a great product for everybody. This is also good because when we use makeup wipes and we're especially up in our eye area and we're going back and forth, we know this is a very sensitive area. So we are creating little microdermabrasions, which AKA crow's feet, and ain't nobody got time for crow's feet, all right? So either get you some Botox or get you some pre-cleanse, okay? All right, so like I said, that's kind of how I approach this product. Is I recommend this saying, you're using a makeup wipe. Well, hey, makeup wipes are harsh on your skin. You're stripping your skin of its natural oils. This is going to be more nourishing. It's going to be better for the longevity of your skin, for preventing, for helping not with wrinkles and all that stuff, okay? And I really like it. Now, and like I said, I'm telling you pros and cons just because this is between us. So I have not seen it be like make my face break out or anything, but I know there was a couple girls in the Flawless Palm group that they said that they had to stop using it because it did cause some acne, cause a little bit of bumps. I haven't had that happen. If you've had that experience, if you've been using this and you're okay, let me know, you know. So I think it is just like with every product, you know, everybody's face is going to react differently to certain things. So just giving you a warning, like this would say, like if you had a client that was using some products and they started breaking out, this would be one to maybe tell them to stop using if they were using. Okay, so I hope I've hit everything on this, but this is just a great one for anybody to have, even if they don't. Oh, it's a great makeup brush cleanser too, because it is oil free. It's good for cleaning your makeup brushes, so it's a double whammy. Okay. Price point, I can't tell you off the top of my head. I don't know. But it's not cheap. I've had this bottle for 3 months, and I mean, I don't use it every day because I don't wear makeup every day. But I still have a decent amount left. So there you go. Purifying PreCleanse. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the face wash next. All right. Oh. All right. So I'm going to get both of them. So next is our balancing facial cleanser. Okay, so you guys know that we have 2 different facial cleansers. We have the dry, sensitive, mature, and the normal, oily, acne prone. Okay, they have very, very, very similar ingredients. The difference is the dry, sensitive, mature has more moisture in it. I could get very technical. I asked one time what's the difference in ingredients, and someone told me, and I was like, oh, okay. I mean, it was really chemist and if people ask, I'll give you the information, but it's not something to worry about. Okay, I realized quickly, I was like, okay, no one cares about this. Okay, so dry, sensitive, mature, normal, oily, acne. So obviously, if you have someone that's normal, oily, and acne, you're recommending that one. And then dry, sensitive, mature, you're recommending that one. Now, what if you have combo? Okay, so I have always found with the facial cleansers, so say you ask them what type of skin they have and they say they're acne, but they are sensitive. Anytime you see that they have sensitive skin, I personally think it trumps everything. Okay, and you always recommend the sensitive, because you don't want, if they are sensitive, that means that they need something that's very gentle. Okay, and both of these are gentle, but this is going to be even more gentle. Okay, I have used this before, and I have more acne prone skin, and I've had no issues. And a lot of girls in the group, same thing. They've used this one, but they have more oily skin, have had no problems with breakouts or anything. So like I said, if I notice they say they have sensitive skin, I always go with the sensitive wash. Okay. And then what you could do is if they're kind of hesitant about it, you could say, well, hey, let me go ahead. Go ahead and get this one, and I'll send you a sample of the acne one to try. And then they always have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so then they could switch out if they needed to, okay? But I always go with this one if they have sensitive, and that trumps the oiliness, everything, okay? Because we know that typically people who are oily, and myself included, like my skin is not oily at all anymore, which is crazy because I used to have oily skin out the wazoo. So we know that a lot of times when people are oily, it's because they're not giving their skin enough moisture, and these products are gonna pack in the moisture. So sometimes when they're oily, I would say this one probably is good for them, you know, because it's gonna help soak in and all that stuff. So obviously if you have someone who has more mature skin, but they are dealing with acne and they have different things, dryness, like I'm trying to think, I only have one client who is in their 50s that uses the normal oily acne. Most everyone else in their 50s uses the dry, sensitive, mature. I think our skin changes as we get older and we don't have as much oil, excuse me, so I usually always just go with this one. All my other clients always use the dry, sensitive, mature. Let's see, what else? That's pretty much it. So how it works, it's a very gentle moisturizer, and it's supposed to not, once again, like the Purifying PreCleanse, it doesn't strip your skin of its natural oils. It has sea kelp in both of them. That's going to help really have tons of vitamins and minerals. And it also has, I want to make sure, yes, it also has I want to say our Pomifera Rose in it. Yeah, it also has our Pomifera Rose in our cleanser. Okay, that's a big deal because not only is this cleanser taking off your makeup, but it is going to be helping your skin as well. So as we know, Pomifera Rose has so many amazing benefits. It's going to help heal your skin. It's going to help with the acne. So when we talk about Pomifera Rose or Pomifera oil later, you know that this is in this product. And Pomifera oil is in almost every one of our products. And that's what makes our product line so unique and different than anyone else's, because this oil is so amazing and such a new thing that people don't know about, and is healing. It's medicinal, and that's why I love this skincare, because I truly feel that is healing our skin from the inside out. So cool. All right, so both of these contain that, and I'm going to read the back of it to you. So cleanser has sea kelp, naturally condition the skin, and have high concentrations of vitamins and minerals, protecting natural moisture. So it has sunflower and Pomifera oil in it to nourish and provide antioxidant and vitamin delivery, antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and anti-aging benefits. So that's all those antimicrobial, inflammatory, and anti-aging. That's where the Pomifera oil comes in this product. Okay, so this is a great cleanser. I've not really had I've not had anyone really have an issue. If you notice you have a client that has the normal oily acne prone and they're feeling dry, then suggest this one. But like I said, I always, if they sensitive and acne, always go with the sensitive. Okay. You would think most people are normal oily acne, but I found more people get the dry, sensitive, mature. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and go over the stimulating exfoliant cleanser. Don't even know the name of it. All right, so this is our newest cleanser, and I know you all love this cleanser too. It's so freaking good. So the biggest claim of this, it contains jojoba beads and peppermint essential oil. So peppermint essential oil is antiseptic. I think I'm saying that right. And what that means is it is a very good anti-inflammatory, has anti-inflammatory properties that's going to help calm your skin. It's going to help your acne. It's going to help with redness. It's just a very soothing product, okay? The jojoba beads are great in this, and I wish I could get more technical about it, but I'm not going to, okay? Because I don't know. But I know jojoba beads are really gentle, a very gentle exfoliant, and that's what makes this a great product, because if you're someone who likes exfoliating every day, this is gentle enough to allow you to do that. We don't want to harsh exfoliate every day. That's going to strip our skin too much. But this is one product that you can use to help with that. So this product is great for people who have acne, people who have just kind of irritated skin, and this is a great product for men. I just actually had a client who her husband messaged me and said, I just want to let you know I love the new face wash. So he is loving it too. So this is one that I like to promote for guys. I mean, all of our stuff can be promoted for guys, but I like this one because it's great for using in the mornings. You can use it morning and night. I like using it in the mornings because of the peppermint. It really wakes your face up. They call it coffee for your face. So this one it's good for all skin types, dry and oily, acne, all sensitive, everybody. And let me read this. Let's see. So I don't think this has the Pomifera oil in it. I'll look though. This powerful cleanser is formulated with pure jojoba beads to gently exfoliate dead skin cells and clean surface debris. Peppermint essential oil helps cleanse the skin and act as a natural antiseptic. The cooling effect soothes irritation and inflammation caused by acne. So this is great. I actually recommend this for teens as well. So if you have somebody who has a teenager that's dealing with acne, I think this is a great product to recommend to them, because they need to have a very gentle exfoliation to help get rid of like the dead skin and stuff of the acne, and then this is going to help calm and soothe it. So I recommend this to anyone, honestly. It's just a great face wash. People just love the feeling of it, but then it also has good benefits for people who deal with acne, especially teens and stuff. So new one, stimulant exfoliant cleanser. All right. Like I said, sorry, I know this video is going to be long, but I promise it'll be worth it for us to have this stuff. Okay, so next is our Restorative Facial exfoliants, and I just love the smell of this. Some people hate it. I don't know. I just love the smell of this. It's just so natural. So I'm going to read all of this to you guys because this is some good information on it, okay? Now, with the exfoliant, everybody is different. You can use this before your face wash or you can use it after your face wash. Honestly, I don't know. You know, I probably should know, but I don't. I usually use this after my face wash, but I've been actually doing it before some because our face wash has such good properties in it that's going to help our skin. I've actually been doing this before the face wash because then when you exfoliate, it allows your products to soak into your skin more. So I've been using this and then the face wash and then everything else. But you can't go wrong either way, I don't think, okay? And then sometimes I'll also do them together. So sometimes I'll do the face wash and a little bit of the restorative facial exfoliant, okay? Also, remember, only a half a pump for the facial exfoliant or for the cleanser. It'll make the product last longer and you don't need all that, okay? This will last you forever. I've used this for samples. You can see a little dot in the bottom, but I still have so much left. I use this for samples. I use it for myself. It's going to last forever. So a good four months, I would say 6 months. I mean, I've used this for a lot. So I've had this for almost 3 months. So I'd say about 6 months probably. All right. So I'm going to read the back of this for you. But we know that exfoliating is great for everyone. Sorry, my husband just walked out, so I was like, what is he doing? We know it's great for everyone. We know it's great for dry skin. It's great for acne-ish prone skin. It's good. It's just good for everyone. Everyone, especially if they have mature skin, because what happens is as we get older, we do not have as much skin cell turnover, and skin cell turnover in our face is what helps keeps our face looking plump, keeps it looking youthful, and that decreases as we age, and this helps speed up that process. Not just any exfoliant does, but this one even more because of the ingredients in it. So literally what I was saying. As we age, our skin cell turnover rate reduces. Facial exfoliants help to manually shed dead skin cells. To increase benefits, our restorative facial exfoliant contains nutrient-rich Pomifera oil. So it has the Pomifera oil in it, so it's healing your skin as well as exfoliating. As well as Viola Tricolor, didn't know that. So Viola Tricolor, which is shown to improve epidermal moisturization by increasing aquaporins 3 activity within the epidermis. No idea what that means. Research studies have indicated that aquaporins 3 are involved in skin hydration, elasticity, barrier function, and wound healing. Well, that's pretty cool. Furthermore, this hydrating scrub also contains collagenere, which is an anti-aging and firming ingredient that stimulates the synthesis of a high-quality collagen to increase elasticity and firmness in the skin, helping to remodel the facial contour. Whoa. Dude, I had no idea this did all that. So, let me just say that just shows that you don't have to know everything about these products to sell them. I had no idea, and I still sell a lot of these, okay? So just keep that in mind. People do not need to know everything that a product does. It's good that we know these things. I mean, I'm learning right now too with you guys. But just keep that in mind, okay? People want their problem solved. So if we can solve a problem, if they say they got dry skin or whatever, and you say, well, here, you need this because it's going to solve that, they don't care what's in it or what else it does. They're going to use it, okay? All right. So freaking cool. You can use this on your chest and your neck. Use it about 1 to 2 times a week to slough away dead skin cells, leaves your face soft, visibly hydrating, and luminous. And yes, it really does. This stuff, if you guys use this, you know it's amazing. Now, one thing, so the essential oils, I know people ask, so this has lemongrass essential oil, jasmine essential oil, and I think that's the only 2. It has our Pomifera oil in it as well, and then just a lot of other things that just make it together. I want to say that the exfoliant is crushed walnuts. I want to say that I've read that or heard that. I'm looking for it on here, but I don't see it. Might be as something else. And if that's the case, just remember that if someone has like a nut or seed allergy, they probably shouldn't use this product. But everyone else, this is fair game for. Now, I will say this product has a lot of stuff in it, like a lot of powerful ingredients. With that, some people who are newer to skincare cannot use this product. And what I mean by that is that sometimes it might be too much and cause their face to have like a small reaction. I haven't had an issue with any clients, but I've heard of people that happening to. So typically with this product, I don't recommend this to somebody who has extremely sensitive skin. I would more so recommend the Stimulating Exfoliant Cleanser, okay? So if I have someone who has rosacea really bad or eczema, I really don't like this one. I would rather go with the Stimulating Facial Exfoliant instead. I also would probably rather go with this with acne prone, but I don't know, just because if you all know, if you've used this is a very powerful exfoliant. Like, you have to be very gentle. I mean, this is the best one I've ever used, like hands down. But I don't recommend this to people who have extremely sensitive skin. People who have really bad cystic acne and stuff, I don't recommend. I think this is maybe a little too harsh for them. But almost everybody else, this is fair game. And even some people that do have sensitive skin are okay with this stuff. I mean, everybody's different. But it's one of those products that I don't say, yes, you need this right off the bat if you have this. Like, for example, I had a girl, one of my friends from high school, she's using the stuff, and she has never used any products in like face stuff in her life. It's usually soap and water. And so she started using the Pomifera, the face wash, the Pomifera Rose and Rejuvenating Youth, and they caused a reaction, like a rash on her face. And we stopped using them, and then we added one at a time. And all it was is her face it was like a little purge. Like, her face was not used to using stuff with this high of ingredients and potency. But now she uses those products. She also uses the vitamin C, which for a person who has sensitive skin is awesome. And she now uses the exfoliant and has no issues. So it's one of those things. I am a believer in starting someone smaller and then adding more as you go. Now, if they're a skincare junkie already and they use good products, Fountain of Youth all the way. Go ahead and recommend all the serums, recommend everything. If they're an avid skincare user, pack it on, baby. Pack it on, okay? But if it's someone who literally is using soap and water or have never used high quality products, I always usually start smaller, like just with the Pomifera Rose and the cleanser, which is the Quick and Simple collection, and then we add on later, or maybe that plus the Rejuvenating Youth serum or something. So I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I just think that's a good start for people with sensitive skin. But we know this product, you all know, you've used it, it's phenomenal. And yeah, you use it and you love it 2 to 3 times a week. All right. Let's go ahead onto our serums, okay? Actually, Healing Body Oil. I'm not going to go over this because I have posted a video on this Healing Body Oil. I will post it in the group because this product would take way too long to go over, because you can do so many things with the Healing Body Oil. You can use it on your face, your body, everything. But just know, I recommend this to everyone. Anyone and everyone needs the Healing Body Oil. I had a person who her husband has literally used everything for his eczema on his face, and he has very dry, cracked skin, like peeling, all that. He used this for 3 days and it just disappeared. And she messaged me. She was like, okay, this stuff is a miracle worker. Like, I've never used anything that's worked before. So just know, anything and everything. I've actually seen if you know anybody who maybe has like a family member or someone going through like chemo or anything, and sometimes they get something called like a chemo rash. There's a lady in our group who her husband has one really bad and used this, and drastic improvement on those rashes. So I mean, this product does everything. It's just so healing to your skin, okay? All right, let's get into the serums. Sorry, like I said, I know this is a long video, but it's worth it, okay? All right, so we know if we were doing our skincare, we would do the Brightening Vitamin C first. Okay, so vitamin C. This is probably the one product that I don't recommend as much as the other two because of the with people with sensitive issues, okay? But at the same time, this is one of my favorite products because anybody that uses vitamin C or has used it before knows how good vitamin C is for your skin. Like most dermatologists and most estheticians recommend a vitamin C as part of just a daily skincare routine because it's so good. Okay, so I'm doing a video.
Right now?
Yeah. What do you need?
What time do you think you made up?
I don't know. No, I'm not live, but it's a video from a group. Say hey, Mitch. Tell her, Mitchell, hey.
I didn't know. I thought she was like...
Okay, well, I'll talk to you later. Sorry. Okay, brightening vitamin C. So some of the main things sorry guys. Okay, some of the main things that vitamin C does. Brightens your skin. If you have someone who has sun damage or melasma, I mean, y'all, I wish I would have had some before and after pictures of my melasma spots. I used to look like a raccoon, bad, like on my forehead, just massive splotches. And I think it's just all the skincare, but I know the vitamin C has helped. So melasma, sunspots, sun damage, brighter skin, more even skin, tighter skin, everything. Vitamin C is your go-to, okay? So with vitamin C, I'm going to read you the back just like I have the other ones, just because it kind of gives you a rundown of the products. So this is made with the best form of vitamin C magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, which is known for its stability. So if you were to look up, not all vitamin C products are made the same. And what I mean by that is some are stable and some are not as stable. So this is made with the most stable form that you can have, which means that its shelf life is going to last longer and that it's going to be more effective. Like some vitamin C's you can put on your skin and it does absolutely nothing. But this is a very stable form. That's why it's in this type of bottle. It's in a darker bottle because you don't want to expose it. And I will say, pro tip, when you use this product, try to keep it unopened or closed, I guess I should say closed as much as possible. Like you don't want to open this, use your product, let it sit out. You always want to be opening it, use it, and then put it right back on because that is going to help the shelf life and stability of this product as well, okay? We've combined it with vitamin E, which increases the effects up to 20 times greater than ordinary vitamin C serums, all right? When used as directed, your skin will experience improved elasticity, firmer skin, improved tone, increased collagen production, and an overall more radiant, youthful looking complexion, okay? So our serum is a great price point. You guys know, you've seen serums before. Some of these vitamin C serums can be expensive. So just know that this is a very high potent one that is going to work and it's going to be great. Now, we always want to put this on damp skin, as you all know. And then this product, like I said, is the one that I always steer clear of for people who have a really sensitive skin. Most people who have sensitive skin, vitamin C, I don't know why, but something in it can be very drying. So if you have someone who is extremely dry, they can use it, but they don't need to use it twice a day, every day. For me, I can use this product every day, morning and night, no issues. Vitamin C is really good at protecting against like radical damage or something like that. Free radical damage, or is that right? Something like that, free radicals and stuff. So like using this in the morning is a great idea to help because you're going to be out and about during the day. So if you only use this once a day, I always recommend in the morning, okay? But back to what I was saying, this is going to be for, like I said, if you have someone who's oily, start it twice a day, AM, PM, they should be good to go. But if you have someone who is dry, I always give them like a little, I always give them like a little, like layout, like, okay, I want you to use every other product first. So say they got the Fountain of Youth collection, like I did this with one girl. She has a little sensitive skin, but she got the Fountain of Youth. So I told her for the first couple days, I want you to use everything but the vitamin C. And then I had her add in the vitamin C once once a day, every other day, and to see how her face reacted. If she did good, then she added it in once every day. And then if she wanted to do twice a day, she could, or she could just stick with one. I told her to see what her skin, how it reacts. If it starts feeling drier, then just to take the vitamin C out, okay? So that's kind of how I recommend if anybody does get this and has more sensitive skin or they have drier skin, I just recommend them only doing it a couple times a week or just once a day. And then I usually don't even recommend this at first, but then a lot of times they come back and say, I want to try it. And then so we do, and then we just get them a good game plan with it. Okay. So vitamin C, that's the only one that I don't recommend right offhand to people who have sensitive or very dry skin, okay? But we all know vitamin C is just a very good staple in our skincare. Great price point on this vitamin C compared to like some of the stuff you can get at Sephora and different places. And we know this is a very stable form, meaning we know it's going to work and be effective. All right. Rejuvenating Youth Serum, my favorite. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I know this video is really long, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get straight into this one. So, rejuvenate your skin overnight. Our youth serum brings life back to dry, tired skin and plumps it through use of a professional strength dose of hyaluronic acid. So that is what the bread and butter of this product is. It's the hyaluronic acid in it. All right. This naturally occurring compound is produced less as we age. Okay. Responsible for attracting and retaining moisture. It is collagen stimulating, texture improving, fine line reducing, firming, toning, and hydrating miracle for all skin. So anytime I have someone with dry skin, with dull skin, with large pores, with that wants help with some fine lines and wrinkles, that wants just a more youthful appearance to their skin, the Rejuvenating Youth is my go-to. I recommend this usually to pretty much everybody because it is just, because one, it's already naturally occurring in our body. So we know that it's something that is good for us that we need to replenish. And so I recommend this for especially anyone that is over the age of 40, or honestly 30 probably, needs to start using a Rejuvenating Youth for maintenance and for just helping their skin. I would say this one just helps plump your skin. It just gives it that very nice soft texture of your skin as well. So yeah, the hyaluronic acid in this product is the go-to. So like I said, I've never not recommended this to anyone. Now, sometimes I just recommend the Quick and Simple collection, but then I also know in the back of my head that eventually if they're wanting more, they need to add the Rejuvenating Youth, okay? So, like I said, anyone that has acne, anyone that has dull skin, dry skin, large pores, because this is going to help soak up, because what happens is when we have larger pores, it's because they are more open, because they're secreting oil, because our body needs it, because our face is dry or whatever, and it's secreting more oil. So this product helps deliver that moisture deep into the skin and will help our pores look smaller because they're not as open secreting that oil. Okay, so Rejuvenating Youth, I'm losing my train of thought. It's a great price point, I think, for this product too. So I love this. I use this morning and night. Like I said, at night, if you were only to use it once, I would recommend at night. But this is another thing I read or I saw a video on. So a lot of people ask if they need to use these products twice a day. And so we did some third-party testing as well as some really, really extensive clinical trials. So our CEO, one of them, Todd Johnson, is a chemist and a scientist. So he is really into making sure that these products are the best they can be and that they work through doing a lot of studies. And so when they did the studies of these products that were showing all these claims that we're allowed to put on this bottle, they were done with using these products twice a day. Okay, so that's what I kind of tell people is what I tell people is, you know, where we saw the benefits from these products, we're using them twice a day. But what I'm planning on doing is once I see the results that I really want, I'll start going to maybe once a day and seeing how my skin does with that. So that's kind of what I tell people. I do recommend twice a day unless I tell them otherwise. and then just kind of go from there. Okay, so Rejuvenating Youth Serum, aka I call this Botox in a bottle. We know it's not the same as Botox, but it does give us that plump look. It's great for helping with crow's feet, with fine lines around our face, like our smile lines. Like I have some, a little bit, but I swear since I've used this stuff, they used to be really bad and they're not anymore. And I've never had any like Botox or anything in this area, so love this stuff. All right, star of the show, Pomifera Rose. Now, there is no directions on this bottle, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you. So, in the Pomifera Rose, we have the Pomifera oil, okay? And then we also have the a lavender essential oil, a eucalyptus, and a rose essential oil. So all three of those oils are amazing for our skin. And then the Pomifera oil. So I'm going to talk about Pomifera oil by itself really quick. So Pomifera oil is something that they discovered from the Osage orange balls, or aka hedge balls. And each little hedge ball has little tiny seeds, and each little tiny seed of those balls have Pomifera oil in it. So we have extracted the Pomifera oil in its purest form. We've trademarked that, so no one else can do it in the same process that we do. And that allows us to, one, have our product be so affordable because we've trademarked it in that way. Pomifera oil in itself, Todd Johnson has studied this stuff for years, and he has found that it is antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, anti-aging, so it's going to help with very deep wrinkles. Like the studies have shown that it will visibly reduce very deep wrinkles, wrinkles that have been caused from environmental factors like smoking and sun damage. It's going to help with sun damage on your skin, whether it's your chest, your face, your legs, wherever. It's going to help with acne because of the anti-inflammatory properties. It's going to help with, let me look up. It's also really good for, hold on, let me read some stuff to you because okay, here we go. Okay, this miraculous rapid absorbing serum is composed of our star antioxidant rich Pomifera oil and coveted essential oils, clinically proven to reduce, so this is clinically proven, we did studies on this stuff, to reduce age spots, skin damage, hyperpigmentation, deep wrinkles, emerging wrinkles, fine lines, and softened skin texture. Pomifera Rose fully replaces a daily moisturizer, providing all the hydration your skin needs regardless of your skin type. Added antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory benefits promote calm, clear skin. Okay, so like I said, this product literally does it all, and I always recommend Pomifera Rose to someone because it does so many different things to your skin. So Pomifera oil is derived from the seeds of the Osage orange, and our oil is cold pressed, so no chemicals or heat is used, which often damages the bioactive compounds of an oil. So yes, that is very true. So we do not use any of those. So that's why our oil is so powerful, because it's extracted so pure. Let's see. Why is it special? So it is anti-inflammatory, microbial, antioxidant, antiviral, antifungal. So this stuff is great for cold sores, funguses. That's why it's great for like eczema and rosacea and things that a lot of products on the market do not do. Like most products are just for like wrinkles and helping your skin look pretty. This stuff heals your skin. So this is for rosacea and eczema and all that stuff. It's going to reduce fine lines and wrinkles, regulates melanin in your skin, reduces hyperpigmentation, relieves eczema, calms psoriasis, reverses rosacea, reduces appearance of scars. That's another good one. It's great for if you have deep acne scars, this stuff is great for, and heals damage to the skin. Okay. So that's why this stuff is so good, because it does everything. All right, so that's our Pomifera oil in general, and it is very highly concentrated in this product. It's in a lot of our other products. It's in the Healing Body Oil as well. But this product I recommend to everyone. I've not had anyone have issues with this. Now, I will say there's been one or two people, especially when it comes to rosacea, sometimes people who have rosacea, they do not like the essential oils. Their face just doesn't agree with the essential oils in this product. It might be the eucalyptus, I think, because lavender is very calming on your skin. So sometimes what I recommend is instead of the Pomifera Rose, using the Healing Body Oil. But that is typically, you don't have to worry about that. But if you have someone, coming to you saying, hey, I have really bad rosacea or I have really bad eczema, I typically will tell them to first start with the Pomifera Rose, but then I might send them a sample of the Healing Body Oil and say, hey, if you're finding that your skin is getting more inflamed from it, then don't use the Pomifera Rose and try try the Healing Body Oil instead. Because there's a couple girls that the Healing Body Oil has like jojoba in it. I mean, it has sunflower oil. It has great ingredients that is very good for your skin, your face too. It's not just for your body. So that you can do that too. Now, uses of this product, I do use this at night all the way, go big or go home. But then in the mornings, I am more of an oily person, so I typically just use 1 drop of this mixed with my moisturizer. I find that if I use this all 3 to 4 drops in the morning, my makeup does not sit as well, so I typically just use a drop in my moisturizer, but everyone is different, okay? So let's talk really quick about products. So if you have someone who is coming to you that has sensitive skin, they have rosacea or eczema, and maybe a little bit of acne, our Quick and Simple collection is usually what I start with. So our Quick and Simple collection is our just regular face wash and Pomifera Rose Oil. That is a great start for someone who is new to skincare. It's great for teens to start because it's very simple. It's great for people who don't want a lot of products. And is not a skincare junkie like most of us who are here on this thing. And it's a very great collection just to start with because the price point's really good too. It's under $70, and it's going to pack a ton. It's going to pack a great punch for products. So our Quick and Simple is great for people who don't need a lot of added extra stuff. Like I said, that maybe has rosacea or acne and eczema, just different, very deep wrinkles, those types of things. I usually recommend that collection. Now, our next collection up from that is the Care and Maintenance. And the Care and Maintenance has the face wash, the Pomifera Rose Oil, and the exfoliants. So that is another really good collection. That is a great starter collection that if someone doesn't have an exfoliant and they need to start exfoliating, I think that's a great one. It's a good price point. It's good for acne-prone people too. I don't usually recommend that one for people who have eczema or psoriasis or anything, or rosacea on their face, just because I think that, like I was saying, I think the exfoliant can be too harsh on their face. But I usually recommend that one to some teens sometimes, or as it's a great starter collection for just people who maybe are like, I need to start a good skincare routine. What do you suggest? I usually suggest that one. We also know the next one I think is the Fountain of Youth. We also have the Power of 3, which is a great collection for people who already have a face wash they like, because it's all 3 of our serums. So like if you are a skincare junkie, I always suggest the Power of 3 to people because it is a great add-on to whatever you're using already. And then you also have the Fountain of Youth. That's what I started with. Sometimes if you have someone who they have all the issues, they've got skin that can handle the vitamin C, recommend the Fountain of Youth, because listen, if you were to go, and I'm just saying this between us, but you all know Rodan and Fields is so freaking expensive, and so is Monet and some of those other companies. And you are getting with us, you get 5 products. You get the face wash, the exfoliant, and all 3 serums for under $200. Technically, it's for $160. Like, that is a great price point, I think, because if you were to get 5 products in a collection with Beauty Counter, you're going to be spending about $300. And with Rodan and Fields, that's the same thing too. So you are really getting a good bang for your buck with the Fountain of Youth collection, I think, personally. But not everyone is a skincare junkie, and some people do think that's expensive. To me, I didn't. I came from using Beauty Counter products, and so I did not think that was expensive. I was like, sign me up. That is a great deal. But some people do think that's expensive, and some people even think the Quick and Simple collection is expensive. But it's okay. But that's where you just have to show them that, you know, you're getting quality products. Like, these products are going to last you for a while. They're going to last you a solid 2 months. So you got to remind them of that too. You know, a lot of drugstore products are expensive these days too. So you have to remember they're getting clean products, they're getting natural products, and things that are going to heal their skin and stuff that's unlike anything they've probably used before. And then we have the It's Okay to Be Extra collection. That's the Mac Daddy. It has the pre-cleanse, the face wash, the exfoliant, and all 3 serums. I've never really recommended that to anyone. I think people are also, they can make their own choices as well, but I don't recommend that one a ton, but it is a great collection, still a good price point, but just know you have that option for people, okay? So, I know this was long, like I said. I hope this helps. I hope this helps you with knowing what to recommend to who, as well, because I know it's hard sometimes when you see things, but always recommend the Pomifera Rose. And that's what our group's for too. Like, if you have a question, like our Power Palms message group or the Flawless message group, if you have someone, or if you have somebody that has certain issues and you're like, I have no idea, I still don't know, guys, I still ask questions. So that's where you come in and you ask people. I ask people all the time what they recommend for somebody's face. That's why I think a skincare quiz is really important as well, because it helps you just see what people need and then mark out, like, you know, if they have sensitive skin, then okay, we know we're going to need this face wash or this and this. So, but we'll talk more about that later, more about the skincare quizzes, some exciting news coming up with that. But I hope this video helps. I'm sorry it is so long, but I think it's going to be valuable in helping you guys with the products, know how to use them, know what to recommend, and all that good stuff. So I hope you all had a great Christmas. Obviously, if you're watching this video way later, it was Christmas like 2 days ago. So just coming off a Christmas hangover and all that stuff. So have a great day. Please let me know in the comments what other questions you have. That's what we are here for. All right. So see you later, Power Palms.